and welcome back to Let's Play Live Alive. Last time, Beru was taken away from us, but we managed to catch up to the Ku tribe and we breached their encampment. However, at this point in the game, a couple secrets have opened up to us. Of course, we have gotten the Rock of Rocks, which I am actually going to unequip at this moment because it's not going to be too useful for what I'm about to be doing. Well, actually it will be, but no, actually, you know what, I changed my mind. I'm going to show what this does later. I just realized there's something that, I would like it for. However, as you can see, I've gotten Pogo and Gory to level 14. Now, this isn't strictly necessary for what I'm about to do. I have done my test of this fight that I'm about to get into, and I was able to beat it at level 13, but level 14 should make it just a tad more consistent. The fight we're about to get into is the bonus boss battle of this chapter, and it is... well, it's not exactly hard, but it is ridiculously annoying. So, we want to go around the Wildlands, or the, I'm trying to think of a good name for this place, where we were exiled to, and we want to look for a specific scent cloud. Let's call it the Outlands. Now, you can get to an even higher level than I'm at currently, but the rate at which you get EXP drastically slows down at around level 12. Getting from level 13 to level 14 took me like 20 minutes, so definitely not the most fun thing in the world to keep grinding. I personally wouldn't recommend it. If you feel... ooh, there we go. One other thing that will indicate that you're getting close... oh, get back here. You need to press A when coming over a spot where this guy is stomping. Come on, come on. He moves pretty quick. Let's see if we can't get him. Let's do another sniff just to see if we can't get a more accurate bead on his location. There. Come on. Where are you? Oh, man. Yeah, this is a little tricky. This guy moves quickly, but when you see that big stomping, there we go. Just get over the guy and interact with him, and boom! You have found the bonus boss of the prehistory chapter, the Mammoth King. Now, this guy is ridiculously evasive. Most of your attacks, if you just try to hit him outright, will miss. So, we need to find ways to raise our accuracy and tank his evasion. And fortunately, we have these methods in excess. Sleep Trick is very, very handy for this fight. It has high accuracy and, of course, a high chance of putting the boss to sleep, which greatly, in addition to keeping him from acting, greatly reduces his evasion, which means that we can hit him with moves like Wee Jump and Fly Huge Boom. Let's go with Wee Jump here. Fly Huge Boom is a move I haven't had a chance to show off, but it's an extremely powerful jump-type move. However, if it misses, Pogo takes a ton of damage, so you don't want to use it raw. As you can see, hitting the King Mammoth there will, of course, wake him up, so we want to use Sleep Trick again. Now, are we going to get a miss? Yes. He is extremely evasive, and you miss like crazy at any level below 14. And even at level 14, you're likely to miss. This is why the Fertility Charm is so good, because that buffs our accuracy, making it that much more likely that our attacks are going to connect. Now, you do not want the King Mammoth to get within two... ooh. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. You don't want the King Mammoth to get within 2 spaces of you. Let's have Gory retreat southward. Yes. Oof. Okay. Down here, do not want to be within 2 spaces of the King Mammoth due to a very particular move that he can use that will create a fire field. And the King Mammoth, when standing on fire fields, he restores HP. If we're a certain distance from him, he'll either use a ability, I believe it's called Trunk Lash, that can break charges of your characters as well as push them back, or he'll use Flame Jet. Flame Jet is not that threatening. As you can see, the Fertility Charm mostly just heals off what it does, but we don't want him to use one of his Eruption-type attacks, which creates a fire field. We'll probably see an Eruption field at some point, unless I get really lucky. No sleep there. Oof. Do I want to have Gory pass? Yeah, let's have him pass. Come on, Pogo, get the sleep going. I don't want to have Gory caught in a situation where he can't act, because he is actually pretty important to be able to act here. Come on, get the sleep to stick. We still got the accuracy buff here, so oof. This is where the fight gets scary. Sometimes you just keep missing. Luckily, he seems to be a little lackadaisical at the moment. The reason the fire... oh my god. And this is why I really hate this fight. We have no choice but to use the Fertility Charm here. There, okay, Trunk Lash is fine. That's fine. I don't worry too much about that. But we really want to get the accuracy buff back up when we get a chance. because that just will keep happening no matter what. If he gets caught in a loop where he keeps trunk lashing Gory, that's actually not a bad thing. Ooh, that's bad. Here we go, great fire boom. Now you're about to see why I am so not looking forward to the fire field, because it's going to tick up, and watch what happens when the fire field activates. Fire tile damage, he gets healed for every fire tile that his sprite overlaps with. It is an absolute nightmare to deal with. Gory can get rid of that with his poop throw ability. Oh my goodness, why do we keep missing? I swear there's like a thing with this guy where if you use the same attack on him too many times, it's just guaranteed to miss constantly. Let me see, let's actually do a poop throw here. I would like it over here since that'll completely eliminate him overlapping with fire tiles, but I don't feel like it's a good idea to try and move that much. Okay, so there's the poison tile damage. This fight might run a bit long. Don't be surprised if it ends up taking me a while to get through this fight. Let's see here. We actually want to pass to Gory, have Gory use a huge haunch of meat. Definitely keep a few of these handy, and if either of your characters get knocked out, you want to use that immediately. Don't even mess around. If you lose Pogo or Gory, this fight essentially becomes unwinnable. Oh my goodness. So much for Sleep Trick having good accuracy. Let's see if we can't get another Fertility Charm boost going on Pogo here. Okay, and while we're at it, well, I'm having a hard time getting Sleep Trick to go through. Poke Bind can also paralyze the boss, which accomplishes much the same effect. Ooh, here comes Great Fire Boom. Accomplishes much the same effect as Sleep Trick, but it is not as consistent, and it's even less accurate. Or rather, it has the same degree of consistency for inflicting the ailment, but it's even less accurate. Alright, so let's have Gory heal us up here, and get our accuracy buff, and I'm going to have Pogo use Fly Huge Boom. Not only will, let's just pass here, not only will this deal good damage to him, it'll push him back and keep him from using Great Fire Booms. Or maybe it won't. Sometimes it'll push him back. That is a bit unfortunate. Let's Poop Throw to get rid of some of this. Let's actually move Gory up one, and Poop Throw here. Get all of those fire tiles cleared. He will not heal any. Okay. We're stabilizing here. Hopefully he doesn't use Great Fire Boom again, and he didn't, which is good for us. So what I want to do is have Pogo return to using Sleep Trick, and hopefully get it to go through. Yeah, this fight can take a while. Sometimes you are just going to get in these situations where all your attacks miss, and you're not able to actually make any headway on the fight. It is very frustrating, but it's just something you have to deal with. And this is a really big reason why I dislike this fight. It's not really hard in the traditional sense. It is just unbelievably annoying. There we go. This is our chance to actually get some progress going on this fight. Fortunately, the sleep will persist until we actually launch an attack at him. It can wear off eventually, but as long as we do an attack, more or less as soon as we get the opportunity. Let's do a Fly Huge Boom here, and hopefully push him back. Oh my god, come on, Pogo. Why is the push not working? Might be a better idea to use Wii Jumps on him. Okay, once again, get Gory on the Fertility Charm. Ooh, here he's using his Great Eruption skill. This does decent damage to the party, and it engulfs the entire field. Fortunately, he becomes pretty vulnerable to push moves when he uses that skill, giving us an opportunity to completely stall it out. Let's get him put to sleep again, and hopefully we can finally start making progress on this fight. Yep, nope, never mind. Here comes Great Fire Boom. Let's see if we can get a turn before the fire comes up, because I did actually carry a backup if I can't get to Gory's turn to clear that fire out. Yes, okay. Oof. Let's see, let's get here, and I created some prickly stones. This will allow us to create a zap field, which will allow us to undo the worst of the healing that it'll get. Unfortunately, Pogo is not in position to clear all of the fire tiles that he is overlapping with, but it is enough to pretty much have the amount of healing he was getting from that. Let's Sleep Trick him again. Another reason I wanted the Rock of Rocks equipped for this fight is that it actually does bring the Sleep Trick's damage up to a respectable amount. Not anything great, but it is enough. But yeah, this is what I was talking about with the game cheating when it comes to tiles for the enemies, because he's only taking damage from one lightning tile, so it's not like a overly effective way to kill him, but of course he cheats gratuitously with his own fire tiles, and just gets absurd amounts of healing from that. He's not the only boss in the game to do that either. Scareface is not very consistent at, come on. Scareface is not very consistent. Okay, let's see, this, Wii Jump does a move, right? No, let's get close and do a pow kick, just because that's way more consistent. As long as one of these hits gets through. There we go. Oof. Alright, so we'll want to have Gory move back before using the Fertility Charm again. Ditto for Pogo, actually. We'll want him to... Oh, never mind. Pogo's turn was up next. Alright, get another Sleep Trick. We're almost there. We're finally getting some control on this fight. As long as we can keep him... Yes, there we go. Okay, that's beautiful. Exactly what we want to see. Okay, so he took a little bit... He got a little bit of healing from that. Let's see. We'll move up. That's actually pretty good that the Prey Heal is also coming in, because that'll mean that we also get an attack bonus. Your buffs do not last very long in this game, which can be pretty frustrating. Fly Huge Boom. Finally got the push there, although it might have been on... Nah, that doesn't help him any. When he's at that distance, it means he might either stay there, or he'll just move, which is, either or is just good for us. Let's put him to sleep again. We're almost there. As long as he doesn't get in a great eruption off and basically undo almost all the damage I've been doing to him, we should be fine. Come on, Sleep Trick, come through. Ugh, this fight is an absolute marathon, and this is why the video is going to be as long as it is when you click on it. If he does get any big amount of healing, obviously I will not redundantly show you all the work I have to do to undo the healing that he got there, but sometimes you just get into this unfortunate loop where no matter what, your attacks just keep missing. And then sometimes, of course, you just get bad luck with, oh, here comes Great Fire Boom. Sometimes you just get bad luck with your Sleep Tricks actually going through. Okay, let's see here. Gory can throw some poop at this guy. You could have Gory use the, what is it? Oh my god, I know their name in the SFC version, though, the Shot Caltrops. Let me look at them again. The Prickly Stone. Sorry, I know the name I wanted to use for them was wrong for this version, but I couldn't recall the correct name. Oh my god, Sleep Trick, please connect. And he's gonna get a little bit of healing coming up soon. Flame Jet, not anything to worry about. Okay, come on, here comes this healing. Okay, get another Fertility Charm going. Sleep Trick, come through for me. And unfortunately, there is nothing more consistent than Sleep Trick. That is the consistent option here. This is gonna be bad for Gory. Oh dear. It's situations like this where you need to use the huge haunch of meat no matter what. So unfortunately, he's gonna get some healing. So I'm gonna cut ahead to when I've got him lower down. Okay, after way too much time spent battling this guy, I finally got him on the ropes. If this Sleep Trick connects, we win. Yes! Oh, man. This is not a fun boss fight. It is almost entirely luck-based. You will win when the game decides to let your Sleep Tricks go through. There are no accessories that boost your accuracy, and any evasion debuffs you can hit him with are just as inconsistent as any other form of attack you can use. So, there's really not much to be done there. And you know what? For all the effort that I went through to defeat him there, we get a Fang of the King, which is a very powerful accessory, but it is not the, only thing that we get from him. As you can see, it gives a much greater attack power from a much bigger attack boost than a Beast Fang. However, there is a better thing that you can get from him. Well, not necessarily better, but there's an equally powerful accessory you can get from him, but it is based on RNG. And this is the file where I was testing the fight and beat him at a lower level. I beat him at level 13 instead. In this fight, or this version of the game, we got the Cola Bottle as his random drop. So this boosts your speed by 30, but it can also be used in battle to accomplish a specific effect. Now, something I'm going to do real quick is just pop over to the SFC version to show you how that fight works in that version. And trust me, the fight is much more tolerable in the SFC version, though actually getting into it is a lot more annoying. Also, I'm going to say in the recording, because I actually recorded that before this section of the video, that I don't know if the cola bottle is legitimately RNG to get or not. And conveniently, in the future, where this section's being recorded, the game has confirmed that for me. So yes, the cola bottle is RNG, so imagine going through that 15-minute fight and you don't even get the full set of rewards for it. Anyways, meet you in the SFC version, and then meet you back in the HD version. Alright, so here we are in the Super Famicom version, and as you can see, the basic for tracking down the King Mammoth is relatively similar, but there is no indicator that he's stomping around you. All you have to locate him is the scent indicator. Now, what makes this annoying is that, much like the HD version, you do have to directly interact with the King Mammoth in order to get into a battle with it, and it moves around fast, and with no other way to track its position other than the scent clouds, naturally, it can be pretty difficult to actually get into an encounter with this thing. What you really have to resort to is just look for where the scent cloud is, and then just start mashing the A button like crazy where you see that cloud thereabouts, and hopefully you'll brush by it and encounter it. Much like an NPC, you cannot walk through the King Mammoth, and also the King Mammoth cannot walk through you, so you can kind of sort of block it and corral it, but obviously because it moves just so quickly and it's completely invisible, that is much easier said than done, but you do kind of want to just sort of guide it to dead ends like this, because it will generally try to move away from you, and if you can move it into areas where obviously there's nowhere else to go, it'll either get stuck there or it'll have to double back and attempt to get through you. So that's kind of how you have to want to do it. You want to sort of approach it going perpendicular to it, and hopefully either you or Gory will block it. But as you can see, I'm not having much luck getting into an encounter with this thing. I'm in the relative position of it, but not having much luck. You're probably hearing me mash on the keys here. Fortunately for us, I have actually come prepared with a save where I've already gotten into an encounter with this thing. Now, fortunately, this guy is nowhere near as difficult as he is in the HD version. He is much, much less evasive. He's still decently evasive, but we have much better odds of hitting him. And another thing that really works in our favor here is that ZZZ, it doesn't deal any damage, but if it hits, it always inflicts sleep, which, again, just gives him such a massive evasion debuff. Additionally, Push Push always paralyzes him. So the general flow of this battle is you want to use ZZZ in order to put him to sleep. You want to have Gory use the Venus figurine constantly just to keep buffing you up. In particular, this actually brings us into something I have not yet shown off. Live Outlive, the SFC version, has a unique buff state, the Level Plus buff, which, as you can see, or not see, but as you can imagine, it just basically gives you a temporary level up. Now, as far as attack patterns go, this version of the King Mammoth will much more readily use his massive AoE attack to set the entire field on fire, but in this version of the game, he only recovers 24 HP from a fire tile. He does not get multiple instances of healing from being on multiple fire tiles, so that is nowhere near as big a problem as it is in the HD version. That's not a complete reset of the battle if he manages to engulf the entire field in flames. If he does, it's still worth your while to try and have Gory, you know, replace his fire tiles with poison tiles. But, again, it's not the end of the world. His attacks, in general, hit a much harder in the SFC version. It's very difficult to stay ahead of his damage here. But, as you can see, if you can get the sleep to stick on him on the very first turn, you can just endlessly loop him like this. And giving yourself the level plus buff gives you the accuracy to guarantee that you keep on hitting with this, in addition to just the evasion debuffs that he gets hit with from the sleep and paralysis status. And if the fight goes to plan, he will never get a chance to actually do anything. Very nice when you can get it to go off without a hitch like this. And he should not have too much HP left. As you can see, Push Push just does some amazing damage with the Rock of Rocks equip. In this version of the game, it's called the Basic Rock. We should have him on the ropes here, and there we go. with that taken care of, we get a whole bunch of experience. As you can see, this fight is so much easier. I was able to beat him at level 12 instead of level 14. And we still get the King's Fang. We also got the Cola Bottle. I've heard that the Cola Bottle has a chance to not drop, but I haven't been able to confirm that personally. In all the testing I've done, I've always gotten it. With that all said and done, I think the only thing really left to do here, well, two things actually. First order of business, we want to show off what the Cola Bottle does in this version of the game, as well as what the Rock of Rocks does. So let's just swap out the basic rock for the King's Fang, and let's go get into a battle and use those two items. The Cola Bottle is commonly misstated to be a one-use battle item, which is not the case. Much like the HD version, it does give you plus 30 speed when you equip it, but the attack that it does in this version is pretty over the top. If you use the Cola Bottle in battle, you need to be in a particular spot in order to hit an enemy that... Oh my god, I'm standing in all the wrong spots here. If you use the Cola Bottle in battle, you use Bang Bang Boom, and send a bunch of lizards flying the enemy's way, 999 damage. And that does 999 damage to basically everything in the game. It's pretty over the top, actually. If you use it on the final boss, those will almost certainly... if not kill him in one hit, bring him pretty close. The SFC bosses have a little bit more HP than they do in the HD version. Basic rock here, same as before, except in this version of the game, it shows you the enemy's HP, since you don't actually know that information naturally. With that all said and done, I'm about to nostalgia bomb some of you in the audience. Let's change our state here and just load up a save state that I have already set up, because I want to show you one of the more disturbing differences in the SFC version of Live I'll Live. So let's just talk to the female gorillas in this version. Lovely. Yes, so that's the last of what I wanted to show in the Super Famicom version of the prehistory chapter. Going forward, it's just going to be the HD version from here on out. Speaking of which, let's return to that. Alright, here we are in the HD version. Real quick, I just want to show off what the Cola Bottle does in this version. The Rock of Rocks functions much like it does... Oh, wow. It does still work basically the same as it does in the SFC version. One thing, let's see, actually, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Let me see, but let's just keep using it. But yeah, as you can see, Cola Bottle, just very good attack item. Now, one thing that's very important to note is in the SFC version, you absolutely want to make sure... Oh, hey, we got the level 14 anyway. You absolutely want to make sure that every great accessory you get in this chapter is equipped to Pogo. That is not necessary in the HD version. You don't need to do that. But, you know, just for the sake of... keeping the two versions consistent, I'll do it here anyway. The Fang of Kings does not do anything when used in battle. It is just a straight-up good accessory. Really powerful beast fang for you to use. With all this said and done, we are ready for the end of the prehistory chapter. Always comes faster than you expect. I gotta say, this is a game where every chapter that you do, it feels so much longer when you play it the first time, and then you come back to it and you're just like, wow, really was not that long at all. Anyway, heading over here, we have... Actually, you know what? Let's just check this out real quick. I forget if there's anything in here. Yes, as a matter of fact, there are some materials for you to grab. Not that we really need them at this point. We've already got the best items, and they're not anything too inspiring to begin with. So let's just continue on our way with the gorilla women, who are still mildly disturbing, though not quite as disturbing as they are in the SFC version. Heading into here, we've got a bunch of cavemen wandering around, and they are actually, pre-existing encounters, rather than just the invisible hidden encounters that you normally have to deal with. Also, these guys are horrifically outclassed with the equipment that we have at this point, as well as just the general power increase we've got. With the Rock of Rocks and Pogo's general level increases, using Sleep Trick is just enough to take them out. So yeah, nothing to worry about with these guys. You have to fight a lot more guys to get to this doorway in the SFC version. Pretty good change that they made, if I'm being honest here. Do not need to fight all these horrifically weak guys. But we do get a scene that was not originally in the SFC version here. I don't exactly know why the Ku tribe had a bunch of female gorillas in captivity, and frankly, I don't want to know. Beyond this door is the final encounter of the chapter. Let's go. Looks like we've got yet another encounter with Zaki. The Ku tribe elder and Beru look on, and they are not going to be disappointed with what they see, because, well, I mean, look at Pogo. He has just leveled up his game considerably. So, let's go. Oh, okay, that was a bit of a mistake. So, you're now going to see what happens when Fly Huge Boom misses. You take a considerable amount of damage. Kind of unfortunate there. What is fortunate for us, though, is that Pow Kick, powered up considerably, much more accurate, very powerful move. We, of course, have to deal with Zaki's counters, but they're not anything too disastrous for us. Now, if I had the cola bottle unequipped, I could just use that on him and call it a fight, but where's the fun in that? So, let's use Pow Kick once again. Because I missed that Fly Huge Boom, okay, that's good for us. He's gonna rock back with his lizard. And let's just do a standard Wii jump on him. This should finish him off. Okay, didn't need to heal here. Did just enough damage to finish him off, actually. Huh? Uh-oh.
No.
And here we go, the final boss of the prehistory chapter. Now, you wouldn't expect a story with basically no dialogue in it to have any translation errors, and unfortunately we've hit the point where I actually have to give a little bit of critique to the localization for this game, because they did screw up on a couple of things. It's not game ruining, but this boss's name here, it is not Odo. It is not technically translated incorrectly, but those letters are supposed to be rendered individually. This guy's name is O-D-O. What exactly that means? Well, you'll find that out later. As you can see, he is a pretty tremendous enemy, but we don't want to just immediately fire off on him. We want Beru to back up, and we want her to use her Sing Hurt ability on him. As you can see, Zaki has joined us for his first and only battle as a party member, and he does not do too much. Zaki is going to walk up to the front, and he is going to prevent Odio from actually hurting Beru. Now, if we have Beru use Sing Hurt on him, as you can see, quite a few misses coming through, but still pretty solid damage. Now, if this was the SFC version, that attack would have dealt, like, I have no, like, I want to say, like, around 760 to 800 damage. Multi-hit attacks are much more powerful in the SFC version. Here, let's have Zaki use Wee Butt, just because that's a funny-sounding name, and it actually accomplished something here. If you want to increase the damage that Sing Hurt does in this version of the game, you definitely want to have Beru stand in the range of the Fertility Charm. Now that we've got that all taken care of, let's just go with our strongest attacks here. Go with Wee Butt. Well, actually, no, let's go Fly, Lizard, Fly, just so we can get a little bit of, you know, dong action from Zaki here. He actually does a lot more damage in this version of the game. In the SFC version, his damage is absolutely pathetic. Get another Sing Hurt going here. There we go. Oh, never mind. If all of the hits connect, that basically takes out more than half his health bar. Let's go for Fly Huge Boom. Let's go for Fertility Charm. We should have this fight wrapped up momentarily. Good damage from Fly Huge Boom there. That is one of Pogo's strongest attacks. Not his strongest attack, but it is one of the strongest ones that does not have any drawbacks to it. Pogo's ultimate technique is probably one of the strongest attacks that you get unrestricted access to in the game, but it comes with some severe penalties for that power. Anyways, Odio is almost defeated, so we want to just get in, get a bam bam bam, and that's good enough. Now, I mentioned that there was a couple translation errors. The next major one is actually going to be coming up at the end of the story, and I think that one exists more due to serendipity than due to an overt error, but we'll go over it when we get to it.
Ooh.
That is not what Pogo is supposed to be saying. The word they were actually looking for is love. Very physical love in this case, but love nonetheless. I is the Japanese word for love, and because this game, or this chapter, has nothing but unga bunga caveman speech, they just use the Japanese language track for this one. Why have a bunch of the actors just grunt into the microphone for this chapter, I suppose. Unfortunately, that means this line ended up being rendered incorrectly, just so it lined up with the vocal track. Not exactly the solution I would have gone for. I don't know why they couldn't have had... Also, Gory also does that whenever you die. I didn't really think it was worth showing off, so, yeah, there's your demo for Gory laughing at us. I really like it in the SFC version where he does a little Muttley laugh. I should get footage of that just to show it off later. Anyway, that is the end of the prehistory chapter, but far from the end of Live Alive. So, let's make a new save here, and let's go to our next chapter. With the prehistory chapter completed, we have to move further along the timeline. So, when we come back, we will be playing the next chapter in Live Alive, the Daikatana chapter. Hope to see you then.